Laurie Ellison from Hudson Valley Bookkeeping, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to do a CAM reconciliation for a 3-tenant commercial building. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's talk CAMs for triple net leases. I'm going to teach you how to build a spreadsheet and the formulas you would use, right? So I just made this little thing. Common area maintenance, like why are you watching this video? You're either a bookkeeper trying to figure this out and you suddenly have a client, or you are a real estate investor and you need to, it's your first time maybe reconciling and billing for a triple net lease. Okay, all leases are different, so you have to really read the lease because there's literally different scenarios in every lease, and some have what are called a cap. So this is a very simple reconciliation. There are no CAM caps, and the only things we're really including in this are the taxes, insurance, and the repairs and maintenance, just shared space upkeep, okay? And this is all based on the tenant's proportionate share. It can get extremely complicated, so this is the most simple. Also, a lot of people confuse base rent leases with triple net leases, which are different. So this is a true triple net straight based on one calendar year. And again, you really need to read the lease before doing a full reconciliation or being held accountable for a reconciliation. Okay, let's go. So what we're doing is normally, in a good tenant-landlord relationship, the tenant is paying a certain amount toward their CAM every time, right? So they aren't, you're not waiting till the year end to charge your tenant for CAM. So they should be paid. It should be like a certain estimate, like an estimated payment is being paid, almost like when you make escrow payments when you have a mortgage, and it's kind of an estimate, and then your bank uses those funds toward your property taxes and insurance. So it's a little bit the same thing. It's an estimate, but then at year end there is a reconciliation to see if the expenses were more or less than what you were charged. Okay, and this is basically so that you're paying your fair share and not over or under. So we're going to use this example. I changed the percentages a little, so we're going to go and do this in a minute. I just want to see here. The other thing is, as a landlord, if you are creating this reconciliation, it needs to be audit ready. So you need to be able to have the ledgers to back up your numbers. I have been involved in CAM reconciliation audits with large companies. So, and in those instances, what I thought was an audit, we actually had to pull and show literally every bill that substantiated the reconciliation. And we didn't have any problem because everything was completely posted and reconciled in QuickBooks and our numbers were exact. But you may need to provide backup to your tenants and they may want to see a ledger and look at the bills. And it's really important that you're not including things that are actually like a capital improvement, because a capital improvement is not part of CAM. This is regular repairs and maintenance of common areas. Okay, so here's a simple spreadsheet of some things that could be calculated for your CAM. You've got your landscaping, snow removal, cleaning, and security. You could also have repairs and maintenance. This is just nice and simple. Property taxes. Now, they have paid CAM based on an estimate of a $90,000 spend, but you can see that they're actually over by $20,000. So anything could happen. They could have your calculation be out. The key is to try and correctly figure this out better for the next year. Okay. So the second thing, we need to learn how we are coming up with this. First of all, make sure that these all tie in your QuickBooks perfectly, or whatever accounting software you have. and make sure that you have an invoice to substantiate all of these. Now, normally it's not going to be an exact with, 5,000, 8,000. It's going to be something with change in it. And just make sure you have all of the receipts to back this number up. I have been in CAM audits with nationally owned chains where they send auditors to audit your CAM reconciliation. And what I thought was really going to be an audit, they literally made me show every single invoice to substantiate the totals. So just keep that in mind. Like, don't ever put anything in there that's, you don't have a receipt for. Make sure you're not paying cash. You have a check, you have an invoice. This is really crucial when you're charging people CAM, because you have to be able to, substantiate what you're doing. Okay, so this is our scenario, just so you understand it. You're going to come up with your categories. You need to double check your lease. Make sure you don't, each one of your tenants could have a different, they could have negotiated different, like what they're willing to spend on certain categories. So you could have a cap on one tenant that they're not going to pay more than 4,000, right? So then this is going to become a much more difficult thing, because you're going to have to, reallocate and not only charge them a certain amount. So this tutorial is for a very simple triple net where there are no caps. So you really want to read your leases and make sure you understand, because each lease is different. All of this is negotiated. So you've got to just be really eye on the ball of like what is in that contract. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to build this spreadsheet from scratch based on, we have 3 tenants. So the first thing we want to figure out is that we need to put in the building square footage for each one. So that's going to be the same number. So if we set equals and we go over here, I've got that right there. So you would fill in yours. Click to the other tab. Okay. Now let's put in the tenant share. So tenant A, their share is 20. Tenant B. The nice thing is you could make a new yearly thing each time. Tenant share, oops, 35. I just don't like the point. Okay, tenant square footage. So now you're going to say equals 10,000 times 20%. That's 2,000. This is just more checking your math. Times 35%. I'm just really like a comma. You want this to look nice, guys. You have to give this to them. It really can't look shoddy. Then they're going to think you're not doing a good job. So you may watch me think I'm being nuts, but it all matters. Okay. Total CAM cost. That is our summary here that says it's 110,000. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to pick 110,000. Now, of course, you would only give them their little breakdown. You're not going to show them what the other tenants paid. Okay, and now we have the estimates. They're on the details page. This is how much they paid for, let's say, 2024. Okay. So what was the So here's the estimate. What the actual CAM owed by the tenant, right, is 20% of the 110,000. So I'm multiplying the total CAM by their proportionate share. Don't let it do an autofill. Okay. And now the amount owed, right? So you're going to say the amount that they really should have paid, take away how much they did pay. So that's going to be the reconciliation. Take away. Okay, and then another way to true it up. So now we see that this is their balance due, right? Okay, so then how do we make sure that it all works? Like I always like to circular, go back and prove things out, because once you bill them, if you bill them wrong, you are not getting any more money and they will not trust you. So what I would say is I would just do this. I would just take the amount, if you're billing, so 22,000 plus CAM owed by tenant, that plus this, that should equal 110. And then the next thing you could do, that's billed, like, right? That was, so you know you did your 110. Then if you do estimated plus what you're going to charge them, this should also equal 110. Voila. So then you would just write out a letter saying, we billed you. So for tenant A, you would say, hi, we billed you, you paid 18,000. We have finished the CAM reconciliation and your proportionate share was 22,000, thus ending in a balance of 4,000. Now, the next thing you should do, going back to their details of what they were paying. So on this for a monthly, so now we know the new basis is 110,000, right? So we should add 5% times 1.05. So we should say our new estimated is that, right? So then what I would do for their new estimate for 2025, this way you want to do it early, is do 20% multiplied by this. Okay, so that's because this way you're now getting them on track with the actual cost. You don't want them to be paying, you don't want them to pay too much, but you also don't want them to pay too little that they get mad and they're like every January, February, right? And so then your new monthly amount, you would just take that. That's why you want to do it. I mean, it's still going to be behind because if sometimes people like go and do a catch up for the months behind, but they're already going to be paying the other ones. Like, it doesn't really depends on if it's a small tenant or a large corporation. Large corporations won't care. When you hit small tenants that are maybe struggling, you're going to have an issue. So this now shows you if that's their look how much more they really should have paid going forward with the new number plus 5%. So then they really should be paying 51,000. That's an $11,000 increase. One, because they were way too low the prior year, and now we have a true number, so we're catching up. So you'll want to send a letter, get their monthly CAM bumped up as fast as possible so that you're not off so much in your 2026 rec. All right, please let me know if you would like any other videos of this nature. I'd love it if you could like and subscribe. We do not monetize this channel. And I offer QuickBooks coaching and CAM reconciliation coaching. All right, have a great day.